Hello, hello. Let me turn the fan down and we'll turn this radio down. I've been trying for a half an hour to set up a hang up. Hang up. Hang up is right. Hangout. YouTube once again is changing everything around, and I've been trying to set up like I usually do is another computer so that I can monitor my hangout and monitor the chat room. Well, I for the life of me, I can't get to channel page so that I can select the hangout that's going on. It's totally frustrating. Anyway, so I'm just going to wing it. I have no idea what's being transmitted as far as the show. Well, now I got this turned on. Oh, boy. What I was going to do, and I'm using the Hangout because I wanted to be able to switch from my camera to my desktop so you can see on as far as reception. So this could be a disaster. Let me try one more time to set up my other computer and monitor the chat room. YouTube, I don't understand YouTube. They get things working, they get it working pretty good, and then they got to go change it. I guess. I don't think I'm going to do any more Hangouts. Oh, there it is. Now it shows up. Okay, so we'll click on live now. We'll probably get a feedback here. Oh, I got the audio turned off. Hangouts. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. There's the audio. And I see the chat room. And I don't expect viewing this. It's like I say, it's mainly I wanted to use the Hangout so I can show you both my screen and webcam. Anyway, so now that we've wasted 5 minutes, just what I'm going to try to do is I've got my reconstructed or erected hurricane. And so I've got the MFJ vertical antenna, 31 feet high. I got that one hooked up again. I've got the 31 meter hooked up. And I've got a in-fed hooked up. It's 40 feet long. It's hooked up. Not today, but in a few days. I got a new antenna from, here's his card right here from Tim. This is frequencies it can do is 6 meters, which is what I want to get on, 6 meters. So I'm going to be testing that in the next couple of days. Swap out one of the other antennas that I just mentioned, that antenna. What I did this time when I put things back up, I used a pulley system so that I can easily out. I don't have to go climb on a ladder or anything. I just antenna via the pulley and put a new antenna and raise it back up. So that's what we're going to be doing. So this morning we're going to try the 3 antennas that I just mentioned, and I'm using my Fifi SDR, and I'm running SDR console, and I should be able to switch my desktop and show you SDR console. Let me see if I can move the camera a little bit. There's meter in the, there's a 31 meter dipole and a 31 foot vertical. And then over there, I'll have to hold it. Over there is the Fifi SDR, the in-fed antenna connected right now. And I don't know why that camera won't stay in the correct position. It's like everything else. It doesn't want to work right. I can't tighten that up so it doesn't turn. And I don't have enough cable to bring it over closer. So I'll just be switching antennas. That's all we do. So here we go. I'm going to try to do a share screen, and you're going to get this mirror effect. Then I'll switch. Okay, there's the mirror effect. Now I'll switch to. This is SDR console. It's the June version release. I've turned the audio off, and I'm tuned to, I believe, China radio. And 45 minutes ago, when I was setting up, it was coming in pretty good. It's at 7.325. And let's turn the audio up and see how we're doing. Yeah, sure enough, it's gotten kind of weak. But I'm going to go on anyway. That's what I want. I actually want a weak station. Holy cow, what the heck is that over there? I'm going to stay away from that one. So right now, I'm going to let you listen to it. And I've connected the in-fed antenna. It's about 40 feet long. I showed it to you on a couple of different shows. Matter of fact, let me turn the volume down here. Matter of fact, I've showed it to you in a recent show where I was showing the antennas that came down as a result of the storm. It was the one with the black box on the end, and it had a couple of wing nuts that had rusted. And so I cleaned the wing nuts up, and I covered them with liquid tape to keep them from rusting again. So that's what's on that. We have a lot of variables here. I have the antennas are a different place. They're both facing different directions, adjacent to different trees. They have different coax cable, bring them in. So there's a lot of variables here. So you got to keep all that in mind. This particular antenna has pretty heavy duty either RG58 or RG59 with some adapters to adapt it to the SDR. So that's kind of the configuration of that. And the coax cable is about 25 to 30 feet long from the antenna. The antenna is about 15 feet in the air. No, about 12 feet in the air. This one's about 12 feet in the air. And no, I take that back. This one is near the top. It's at 15 feet. And it is heading northwest. That's where it's heading. Okay, so that's kind of what we have now. I'm going to let you listen to this for a few seconds, and you can look at the waveform here as far as the peak is concerned. Okay, here we go. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention was it's very important is the time. It's 8:05 a.m. right now. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to switch out that antenna with one of these other ones. And I'm going to switch it out with the MFJ 31-foot vertical antenna. So here we go. Stand by. Antenna disconnected. That's no antenna. 31-foot vertical. It looks like the peak is much higher, the peak signal. This is China radio, and this particular transmitter should be out of China or close by. And like I said, it was better an hour ago. It's kind of got a little worse. I typically get the Asian countries early in the morning, and then as the morning goes on, they start fading out. So let's move on. That was the MFJ vertical 31-foot antenna. We're going to disconnect that. No antenna. Now the 31-meter dipole from Tim. Not doing too good, and I would suspect that's for a couple of different reasons. Let me turn it up and let you listen for a while. Okay, the signal is down in the noise, as you can see from the waveform. It's much lower. Matter of fact, it's not even, well, just then it scored in the top 2 or top 3. Some obvious negatives about this setup. Number one, this one is the one that's only at about 12 feet in height. It's the lower antenna. Now, what I could do, and of course I can't do it right now, what I can do is I can let the 2 antennas that are on that pole, 20-foot pole, I can let them down and swap them so that now the 31-meter dipole, which I have right now, is higher. So I could do that as a part of a test. The other thing is it's facing, one leg of the dipole goes parallel to my house, and it's kind of shielded by the second story of my house. It's lower than the second story, and the second story is west of it, which is the direction of China. So that's a negative. The other leg is pretty much parallel to the in-fed antenna I had connected a few minutes ago. So that part is pretty well the same as the in-fed as far as the direction, but it's lower again. It's lower. Let's say, okay, I'm going to go back to the various antennas, and then we'll call it quits. And I'll look and see if this is even being recorded. One thing I do struggle with this computer is running a program like SDR console and the Hangout. Sometimes I run out of CPU. As a matter of fact, let me close this right here that I see. And down here in SDR console, it says that the CPU is being used 35%. Now, I don't know. I think that's just the part of the CPU power that's used by this program. I don't think it's the overall CPU usage. Okay, I'm gonna turn the audio back up, and then I'm going to switch the antennas while the audio's up. I'll turn it up. We are now on the 31 meter. This antenna is cut to work best on 31 meters. We're going to turn the audio up. Okay, now we're going to switch to the in-fed. It's about 40 feet long. the last thing we'll try is the 31-foot vertical. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that the 31-foot vertical is doing better than the other two. And that's probably because the end of that antenna is 31 feet in the air compared to 15 and 12. I probably should have, and maybe I'll correct it, I probably should have moved the pulley systems up closer to the top of that 20-foot pole. What I have on the top of that 20-foot pole is I have a Radio Shack disc cone scanner antenna. That's what's on the very top. So that's it. I don't know how well this hangout worked out, but if it worked out well, please give me a thumbs up. And thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye. Now, how do I stop this?